right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's time for some Fallout 4. I'm here with American Krogan. How's it going, Krogan?
It is going. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. So when we left off, we were on board the giant Zeppelin or whatever for the Brotherhood of Steel. We should be in our new power armor. Different than the old power armor. I don't know really what's different about it, but it is different. And, let's toggle God mode, because I'm like that. Hey, Nume, how's it going? I'm hoping that as we progress through the story now, obviously the game has, ideological and political standings. I'm hoping it is more substantive. Maybe we'll actually get to hear something real. We, for the most part, in all the games we've played, the political posturing is all very...
Slanted.
Well, it's all very surface level. It's all very shallow. It's just like, vague
it's that
notions.
In addition to, it's that. I mean, again, just to reiterate what I said, I think the last time when we closed out, the game allows you to explore all these different factions, but there's a clear bias in how the whole storyline unfolds, such that you're supposed to doubt certain factions' morality, and you're supposed to kind of lean more towards others. So, yeah, there's a bias. There's a clear bias, even though it's vague and, well, I think the vagary plays into that.
With the Pridwin's crew. Are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
What assignment do you want to give me? Well, okay.
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off.
All the
Let's
training?
get right to it then.
Yeah, you
haven't even done much.
Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong.
Jeez,
and it's
can't
infested
see
with
it.
super mutants. Having those
that's what's always funny about this
enough to
particular
smell,
scene
making
here,
me sick
because
to
the
my
weather
stomach.
is dynamic.
matters
I mean,
worse,
I
sitting on
remember,
top
I think
of
the
a
first
massive
time I
stockpile
played
of
it,
fat
there
man
was
shells
just a
we could use in
radiation
our
storm
campaign.
going on, so it was
I
just
want
like
you to
this
head over
dense
there,
green
wipe
fog,
out
like you
everything
couldn't
that
see
moves,
anything.
and secure that stockpile. Understood?
So basically, yeah, there's a bunch of Fat Man nuclear mini nukes, Fat Man mini nukes in there, and we gotta go get them and secure them for the Brotherhood, which makes sense.
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than Sentinels. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
And this is, like, again, like one of those instances wherein they villainize the Brotherhood because they view non-human entities as, not human, not having, like, equal rights to them. And, I mean, super mutants are clearly hostile. They clearly do bad things to humanity all throughout the series. It really doesn't make sense to villainize them. To villainize the Brotherhood of Steel for wanting to combat super mutants, yet they kind of do that, and then it'll get even worse throughout the game. They'll guilt you for wanting. Well, there's a side mission that we definitely should play with the Brotherhood of Steel. Wherein there is a recent Brotherhood of Steel recruit that is feeding feral ghouls underneath of the base here, and I'm gonna have to look that up in a minute and make sure we don't miss it.
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Alright. Boda says that Rush Limbaugh died. Yeah, he did. Died
did.
today. Lots of people on Twitter were squawking about it, and you had all the liberals kind of cheering about it, and some more of the mainstream conservatives sort of wagging their fingers about how it's how they're celebrating his death isn't very nice, you know. Like, well,
Yeah, I'll read Matt Walsh's tweet. He said, I don't remember quote unquote rest in piss trending in response to any prominent liberal's death. Celebrating death is a left-wing thing. On the right, it is the exception. On the left, the rule. They are a death cult, and they truly want you to die if you disagree with them. They really do. And there's some truth in that, but at the same
it's
time,
not
it's
just if you
like,
disagree with them.
right.
It's if you're in the wrong group. I mean, I wrote out to someone else. I basically said, what did I say? Well, let me bring it up. Oh, does the whole game pause? Oh, it does. You know, that celebration of death from about Rush Limbaugh, they're celebrating his death. You know, that's an acute thing, right? It happens for this week or whatever. But there's a chronic celebration of death from these people, and it's of the West. Oh my God! Get out of here! Where is it? Oh.
Bodacious Dionysian says Rush Limbaugh was a Giga Zionist. And, you know, I don't think Embargo and I were particularly enthusiastic about Limbaugh. But at the same time, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at all of his stuff again and see what I thought about him in retrospect. But definitely wasn't our guy in a... I mean, he was kind of a neocon.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's probably supported some wars that he shouldn't have, and said some things that we disagree with, blah, 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 you know. But at the end of the day... Whoops, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we can't pile on in the same way. Like, I'm not gonna jump in and join ranks with a bunch of people who are celebrating his death because he was white.
Exactly, that's a good take. Yeah.
You know?
He, as far as I'm concerned, he was one of ours in a racial, ethnic sense, and
misguided brother.
Yeah, the disagreements I have with him or had with him were internal, not external. And I mean, that said, I mean, there's a lot of stuff he did and said that I didn't like. You know, I don't like it when any kind of conservative like really simps for big business just endlessly. That said, I also, you know, as we've talked about a bunch of times, like, you and I aren't diehard anti-capitalists, but, you know, there are bad things that big businesses do, and there are some neocons who just kind of justify all of it.
What the hell? I gotta go back outside?
I don't know why that is. Maybe
I'm on the wrong quest?
Yeah, that you're infamous for that.
Well, I don't even know why I was looking at the quest marker now. I only started to pay attention to the quest markers. You kept yelling at me to do it. Look, tells me to go in there.
Yeah, well,
this can't be the wrong quest. Data.
Well, you might have two quests.
Kill a super mutant.
You haven't killed everybody outside yet.
Oh.
I think that might be it.
Well, that's confusing. These quest markers suck.
Yeah, they are bad. There's no doubt about that. They're bad. But just imagine playing this without quest markers. Like, imagine, like, you had no indication right now that this is what you had to do.
He wants me to go all the way back there?
Yeah, go over there. There's probably it's probably a quest marker for literally one enemy.
Across the bridge?
Yeah, the game's screwed up, man. It's bad.
Jeez.
Like, Yeah, they're like, see, that's what happens. Like, if you're supposed to kill all of the enemies or NPCs in a certain area, like, this is what's gonna happen. You might have to go over to him and.
Oh no,
Okay,
it
All
did
right,
it now.
it's triggered.
Took
Yeah.
a second.
But that's what happens. That's what happens. The spawn points get all out of whack. They get weird. And it makes no sense really that he spawned over there because the helicopter or the vertibird landed you here.
Yeah.
You
Had to
be
leave the
spawning on
island.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe I assume at some point, in effort to make the Brotherhood look bad, we're gonna find in here a very reasonable super mutant who wants to talk to us. Maybe.
No.
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 Oh.
No. They don't really go that far. They don't go that far with the super mutants. The farthest they go in that regard is like you can befriend a super mutant at that Trinity Tower, and you can have him as your follower. But they don't really make him like human. Like they don't try to gain your sympathy for him or anything like that. Like they don't go that far with super mutants.
Beneficial. Watch your step.
But they definitely do a lot of that with the ghouls. And the mission that I want us to play through is called Duty or Dishonor. And once we're done this mission, we should be able to talk to Captain Kells and trigger that. And it's not that long, so I would like us to do that before moving on with the main quest line. And I think that's the only side mission we should do for now that I can think of. Like, I don't think we have to, like, really follow the Brotherhood storyline to the T right now. Although it might, I think it might.
Remain vigilant. I know they're still here.
Yeah, I mean the main storyline that's interwoven with the Brotherhood of Steel has a lot of like interesting stuff to talk about. So I think we should just keep following it. And, you know, that will naturally progress us into contact with the railroad.
Damn it. Alright. Oh, there's nothing in there.
I think there is something in there.
Well, there's things in there. There's just no enemies.
Oh. Yeah, but I think there's something you want in there.
Oh, God.
You're not very good at this.
Whoop.
Remain
Yeah,
vigilant.
no. In
This
your
place may
defense,
appear
the
abandoned,
console
but that doesn't mean
selection
we should
is
drop our
kind
guard.
of finicky and weird.
This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time. Judging from the
You don't need to go up there.
it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Where do I need
boy,
to go
okay.
then?
Turn around. Go straight. Turn right.
This area seems to be in
Turn left.
disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
No. Turn left. Straight into there.
You want me to go into the room I unlocked?
Yeah. Yeah. Go to the console.
Judging from the amount of
Or the
dust-
terminal. Sorry, I used the wrong terminology there. Feel like there was no exit out of this.
present. It's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate. Judging from the amount of
Fort
dust-
Strong key. Yeah, you want the
It's
key.
safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location.
See, you made fun of me
What's
for
in here?
pressing escape to try and get out of the console
Don't get
instead of
excited.
tab.
It's just some
But you
scrap.
need to press escape to get out of the unlock for these stupid
This area's
doors.
obviously been abandoned
It's not
for quite some
consistent.
time.
Sometimes you need to press escape to get out of Fallout 4 interfaces, and sometimes you don't. So are we done in here?
That door. No, you're not done. Go through that door there.
What, this door?
No. Turn around.
This
That door.
The first door I went
Yes.
through.
Whatever
Okay.
this
Yes.
thing
Turn
was,
right.
It's been totally torn to pieces.
Turn right again. Turn left.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit.
Elevator. Go down it.
Alright.
Keep your safety off.
Oh.
Whoever or whatever created this mess might still be around. There isn't.
Nume says, imagine fighting that bullet sponge with a normal weapon. Yeah, I mean, these super mutants are brutal. Take forever. Even with the permanent minigun that I use. How the hell did you get out there?
Yeah, you can go straight down here. I mean, if
What
you
is
want to
this?
explore any of that, you can, but there should be super mutants all down in here and a super mutant hound, and you're gonna have to kill them all. You're gonna have to kill everything down here. Oh, they got a rocket launcher.
Well, hopefully they don't try and use the nuke on me. Oh. There's one. Oh, that's Paladin Dance. I was about to blow your head off, Paladin Dance.
You can talk to
You
him.
must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why the hate? I guess I'll ask.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
So if you pass the speech check, he'll basically reveal to you that his old commanding officer slash mentor was captured by super mutants and turned into a super mutant. So that's...
Excuse me. I believe we were talking.
Yes, we were talking. I hate that in games now. It's like, I mean, it was cute and amusing at first when they would, like, say something about your awkward silence, but it's just like, I'm just so tired of it now. I wish they would take all of that out.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute
totally
technology
rational.
on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that.
And even
What's
if he
important
were
here is that you got
wrong,
the job done and secured this
even
war.
if that
You should head
scenario
back up
wouldn't
to the
actually
Krogan
play
and talk
out,
to
it's
Maxim.
and there's only like
I'm sure
a
they'll want to debrief you as soon as
2%
possible.
risk that would
Dismissed.
happen. It's like, well, you don't gamble with all of humanity's existence. You just don't. Like, if there's a 2%
Ready to
chance
continue our mission, soldier?
that synthetic organisms would annihilate humanity, well, then you wipe out the synthetic
Not
organisms,
now.
or you
No
do
problem.
something to ensure
Let me know when
that
you're
that
ready.
can't happen. You know, like, it's like, I mean, I mean, imagine you're a parent, and in your house there's some kind of object that has a 2% chance that it can blow up or whatever and murder your whole family or something. I mean, like, are you going to keep it around? Like, probably not.
What's weird so far is, you know, with the super mutant stuff, so, you know, they're having the Brotherhood of Steel use language that makes them look worse. You know, they're like saying how they use language
head back
that
to the privilege.
implies that
I'll take care of
they
the shop.
dislike the super mutants because, like, they're filthy and abominations, terms that are often associated with religiosity, and a lot of young people in the West are not a huge fan of religiosity in the same way they maybe would have been years ago. It's like the Brotherhood's they're making the Brotherhood's opposition to the super mutants seem almost more superficial, like, oh, they're just abominations and they're bad.
And not that they're
and they
trying
were
to kill us all.
created
Yeah.
under bad circumstances. They're not just having the Brotherhood use common language like, these are super mutants. They basically go around killing people. Like, they just straight up go around killing people.
Yeah, they
so
don't
we're
ever,
protecting
like,
people.
The Brotherhood of Steel is not depicted such that if the super mutants were not going around killing people, Like, if somehow the
head back
super
to
mutants
Redwood.
became
I'll
quote
take care
unquote
of it.
rational, they would still want to kill them all because they're quote unquote abominations. So it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, they definitely depict the Brotherhood's motivations as being less than noble. I mean, screw nobility, you know what I mean, or being noble. It's like, it's about survival.
Did I swim or walk?
You can fast travel there.
Oh,
Yeah, silly.
I could set my charisma to 10, so I start passing all these speech checks. But I feel
Well,
like it's
sometimes
also
the
giving
failed-
us interesting
Yeah.
stuff now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I felt like, I mean, I filled you guys in on what you get if you pass it, and honestly, the failed speech option or response is more interesting than the speech option had you passed the check.
I mean, he could, like, instead of saying, like, oh, well, they're abominations, and giving gamers this impression that they're, like, crazy, or, you know, this weird sort of religion, cult sort of militaristic cult deal, he could have said, like, you know, I mean, these supermoons go to the nearby towns and kill people. Should we not defend them? You know, it's like, it's just entirely
Outstanding
Weird.
work at Fort Strong.
It's just unreasonable. And it really betrays the political leanings of the writers and the people who designed the dialogue and whatnot. I mean, like, it shows where their sympathies lie. And you're going to see, you see a whole lot of that throughout this entire game. Something else we should definitely do at one point is go to a particular
it already.
ghoul-run settlement that is northeast. Okay, yeah. So we can continue with the dialogue. Sorry about that.
Big Daddy Matt, thanks for the lemon.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
And what's interesting about the Brotherhood is, like, so you have people here who are interested in what's best for humanity, just generally. You know, we should I mean, like, out of anyone who could have these mini nukes, I mean, this would be who you would want it if you're a human.
I don't have time for this, soldier.
Right.
It was an honor fighting
Right.
for the Brotherhood.
But
I'm glad you feel
this-
that way. Because our
Hold on.
mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertebrate
Oh,
to
this
your
is a
location
terrible game
when you
mechanic.
need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertebrate will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
So is it a fast travel I can use while in combat?
Yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, that's the only real reason I would use that in the base game. If you play on survival mode, you can't fast travel. So if you don't have an actual fast travel, then it makes total sense to use these things.
Well,
Oh,
out with it already.
But I really don't like the idea of using the grenades like that. I mean, you should just like use your Pip-Boy to radio them, or you should get a radio or something, and like you simply just can't spam it. Like if you spam it, like they'll give you a radio message saying, "Hey, we're busy right now," you know, blah blah blah. Like I just think the grenades are
Am
like
I
just a
boring you,
weird
Knight?
way to implement this mechanic.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need
I mean,
more,
it's just like you
you
could
should
just
acquire
use the
them from
radio.
proper
Like,
team.
why do you need a smoke grenade? Like,
why can't I just pick up the grenade again once the vertebrate has found me so we can recharge it?
Yeah,
It's
just-
like
it's just a
grenades.
silly-
Grenades like these don't have to be one use.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
So wait a second.
Now,
What was the justification for eliminating the Institute?
The creation of the synths.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, do you have commentary about that? Sounds like you're thinking something.
It just sounds like, you know,
I don't have
they're
time for
saying,
this, soldier.
here, eliminate all this group of people, because if we don't, bad things. And there's no real opportunity for the player to make that analysis, right? Like, we don't, like, scribes informed me that we'll have to eliminate these people. Okay?
Am I
So
boring
we're
you,
never
mate?
going to get to know everything the scribes knew, huh?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I mean, in the end, too, when you do destroy the Institute, it's bizarre because you think the Brotherhood of Steel would not necessarily destroy the entire base, but they would, like, want the technology to be able...
Well,
like, you would just
out with
assume
it
that they
already.
would take charge of a lot of the technology, destroy some things, like the synth factories and the genetic engineering stuff and all of that, but then, you know, retain a lot of the other tech for their own purposes, and they just blow everything up, and it's just kind of irrational. Like, I just don't think the Brotherhood of Steel would do that. Anyway.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
You see how I mean? How, like, my story and the Brotherhood story is now lined up well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could those mysterious energy readings Paladin Dance's recon team detected be related to teleportation?
The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own, so we're not certain. However, that would explain why the readings are so random and short-lived. I'll have our scribes focus on improving our scanning techniques to learn more. Anything else you wanted to ask, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Interesting. Well, and, you know,
So-
the way you refer to people, hierarchically, calling him elder and everything, like, that alone, I think, is going to be, like, the sort of thing that's going to...
Don't go out there.
Oh, too late. Going to signal to some people, like, oh, this is cool, and for some other people, it's going to be inherently distasteful, right? Particularly the left. Anti-hierarchical.
You haven't lived until you've tipped
Right.
a Brahmin with a vertebrae.
So you want me to go back in?
Now that's a challenge.
Yeah. I think you should talk to Captain Kells, and we should do the duty or dishonor mission. So, yeah, straight down. And he is the black guy to your left.
Hold up, Knight. Let me make one thing clear. As a member of the Brotherhood, you serve under my command.
Mm-hmm.
If you want my respect, you will have to earn it. When I
Oh.
give you a mission, I expect results. Is that clear?
Your orders?
What are your orders, Captain?
I want you to take charge of a recovery operation. The Brotherhood has been monitoring the Commonwealth for some time now. Ever since we learned of the synth threat, we've dispatched a number of reconnaissance teams. Paladin Dance's squad was far from the first.
The previous team was dispatched 3 years ago. They never reported back.
Officially, they're missing. Presumed dead.
So you want me to check on them?
Was there a rescue mission?
Of course not. We don't have the resources or the manpower to conduct a search like that. Recon teams in the field have to rely on their skills and training to survive. They know the risks, but we honor those who give their lives in the line of duty. Your orders are to search for the missing recon team and recover their effects. Report to me with your results. Is that understood?
Where to start?
Where should I begin?
Their insertion point was in the hills near Malden. Survey the area and establish a search pattern. Monitor your radio for distress signals. All recon teams are issued distress pulsars that put out a short-range homing beacon. Acquire a signal, and you should be able to trace it back to its source. That's all, Knight. Dismissed.
Alrighty.
Okay, well, this isn't technically the mission. This is, I guess, a prerequisite. Like, we have to do this mission before Captain Kells will give us the other mission.
Oh.
Let's see.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Choose through ferals?
Oh. So Nume is talking about the spoiler campaign just before the Fallout 4 release. I guess apparently everyone was spamming spoilers to Fallout 4 before it was released. I don't know anything about it. You remember it, Krogan?
To some extent. I mean, I know people were spoiling it, but I, for whatever reason, I knew people were spoiling it, but I didn't catch wind of any of it for whatever reason. I mean, it's not that great of a story, and it's just basically, again, I've said this a bunch of times on these streams, but it's more or less a reversal of Fallout 3 plot. It's the Fallout 3's plot. You could probably fast travel.
Can I?
Yeah, let's see. Scroll, zoom it. It's okay. Yeah. No, it's pretty much the same distance. I thought maybe there was another location a little closer.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably wasn't as epic then as Snape kills Dumbledore. Can I swim
You're not
in
going
this?
to want to go this way. No, it's going to take forever. You're
Oh.
going to want to follow the land route.
There a
No,
bridge
you don't
here?
want. No. Just keep following that road.
I can't use that?
The bridge is out.
Oh. Well, fuck, someone needs to... I need a software
All right,
update
turn
for
left.
my Pip-Boy. The puddle? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so don't turn right. Keep going straight. All right, now you can go whatever way you want after you get over here. It should be self-explanatory. But basically, Fallout 3's plot is it's the same plot as this, more or less. Instead of finding your dad, you're finding your son. I mean, it's not like I don't know. I mean, I guess some people thought it was a great plot twist that your son turned out to be the leader of the Institute, and he was much older and whatnot. But again, like, none of that makes any sense. It's like, you find out that Kellogg had this anti-aging technology, yet your son is now like super old. He dies of cancer. It just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is...
sorry. The other thing, before I forget, the other thing that really bothered me was that the Institute has a molecular relay. So if they really wanted to destroy the Brotherhood, they could just demolecularize the entire Boston airport, or the Pridwin, the blimp they have. I mean, like, there would be no war,
So how does this distress signal work? Just like gets hotter as you get closer, or what?
Yeah, Marco Polo type thing.
How the hell do I... VATS.
V. Or no, Q.
Q? Oh. God damn these little bastards. Get out of here. Oh, there we
Tater
go.
Invader says they could teleport, send soldiers into Elder Maxon's asshole. They certainly could do that. I mean, in the tactic, turn right. That building, the cratered building, the demolished building, the brick building. Go straight there.
Who's shooting me?
There's nobody shooting. There's a rad scorpion.
Rad scorpions sound like guns. Jeez, these things are bullet sponges.
All right, so here you are.
It's fused solid.
Fuse
Okay,
solid.
So, yeah. Okay, so
That one too.
What happened here?
What happened here? And then there's this one. Battlefield holotape. Interesting. Holotape.
pick up
VOS.
the thing next to him, the radio. There you go. Not shuts off.
All right.
All right, so you got to listen to the battle tape.
Oh.
So go to data.
Is it under
Or
data?
no, I'm sorry, inventory. Inventory.
Oh.
Scroll over to your right. You got to scroll to the right.
I don't know how to scroll to the right.
D.
Oh.
Again. There you go. It's right there. It's right there at the top. Yeah, the Pip-Boy management system is terrible.
So I guess I don't get any frickin' subtitles for this.
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it. Damn it. Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move!
All right.
Oops. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. It removed the marker next to me.
So, yeah, what the Brotherhood of Steel xenophobia paradigm shows is that, like, okay, so it's not like a racial one, it's not like a subhuman, or it's okay. So it's like all of humanity. Like, you would think that a bunch of, like, woke people would think that, like, being pro-human would be good. But they view it all as a proxy for, like, white nationalism or any of these other kinds of ethnic nationalism.
Well, at the end of the day, they're really not pro-human. You know, it's like, look at how many of them go vegan, you know, and really ultimately would value anything
this
before
is why
humans.
the Brotherhood of Steel paradigm in this game really reminds me yet again of William Luther Pierce's quote, the compulsion to be undiscriminating is a progressive disease. It doesn't stop at any point, it just gets worse and worse. And that's what you have here. I mean, and that's why I'm, like, real excited for us to encounter the Railroad eventually and showcase some of that. Alright, so turn around, jump down.
Jump down over here?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm down.
Turn left. Go to the front of the building. There you go. There's the entrance. I don't know why you don't have a mark. Go to the map.
I mean, it's supposed to be in there.
Oh, you know what? You don't have the... Go to your Pip-Boy. Go to radio. Go to distress signal. There you go. And it's supposed to lead you inside here. So go in here.
Okay. Emu says he doesn't think leftists are pro-anything. They just want a new target to protect their sense of victimhood at. Or project their sense of victimhood at. Well, I mean, I would say, you know, political stances really are moral stances, right? And, you know, what are leftists doing? I mean, I think they're, like, trying to identify that as which is sinful and evil and bad. But they've targeted it at Western civilization, the white race, individual responsibility. I don't know. A lot of genuinely good things. Jeez, look at all these guys. Oh,
You could just type into the console kill all to get past this. I mean, you don't need to do it.
I'm not doing that. I gotta
Okay,
do this.
Wow. That's not really that entertaining, to be honest.
You're so negative about it. What if you were cheering? Here, try cheering while I do this.
Yay! Yay!
See?
I don't know,
That made it a lot
cheering.
more fun. Okay, is it upstairs?
No,
Oh.
it's in there.
Feral ghoul with duct tape. Oh, well, look. Knight Astlin. Yeah, now she's naked.
You should pick up the distress signal.
Oh.
The beacon. It's to your right. There you go. And you should listen to the holotape. It should be under inventory.
Let's see
And
here.
there you go.
Knight Terra Aslan, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my distress pulsar. There's been no word from the Paladin or Ferris. Their objective was a satellite array on the coast. They may be out of range. My orders were to hold this position at all costs. The entire site has been overrun. The door won't last much longer. Paladin Brandis, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
So I go back outside.
Yep.
So, Tater says,
yeah.
don't type kill all, type in KAH. It means kill all hostiles. Okay, that's good to know. Because that's kind of why I was avoiding it. I was always worried that there was something I didn't
when I
want to
told
kill.
you to do it, you were in an area where it wouldn't matter.
You've told me to do it in other places.
I've never told you to do it in a place where... Dude, I know this game like the back of my hand. When I'm tell you to do something,
Well, I
I
don't.
know what I'm talking about.
So, I'm an inherently distrustful person. You're just going to have to accept it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're excused. What the hell?
I mean, actors are only rendered within a 5-grid radius around the character, and there are plenty of areas where, like, there are no one else other than hostiles nearby.
You say that, but who knows? This game's buggy.
I do. I know.
Yeah, you know until all of a sudden someone who's totally not supposed to be there because of Bethesda's spaghetti code ends up being there.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Like, there's not going to be certain allied characters who are. I mean, one, if they're super important characters, they're marked essential. You can't kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the absolute worst thing that would
Until
happen
it
if you
bugs
killed
out
all,
because it's one of their fucking games.
it's never happened.
Mm-hmm. I should look back through our footage of Fallout New Vegas, see how many times something that wasn't supposed to happen happened, and you were confused by it.
You can't kill characters that are marked essential in the game. Like, you
Yeah, I
can't.
know. But they could get bugged or some shit. So is this...
That would be independent of the kill all command.
Well, unless that's what fucking created the big problem.
It doesn't. It can't. It can't. It can't. I'm telling you.
Well, it's not
There's some
going
things
to
that are
because I'm
buggy,
not doing it.
and there's some things are not. So what you need to do is turn around. You see that shack there? No, turn around. Look straight up. Okay, there, straight ahead. Above.
Oh, that one?
That. You got to get up to that.
Okay.
Normally you would have put on your distress pulsar again to play Marco Polo with the game's radio, but
So who is that?
that's the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm doing my investigation, and they're sitting right next to one of their own distress beacons doing nothing?
Apparently, yeah. But, well, I'm gonna ignore it. Yeah, like I said, it's a shitty game. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, there are random encounters all throughout the wasteland with the Brotherhood of Steel. Like, there will be like a random vertibird that will show up in various locations and combat mutants and raiders and whatnot. Now, this isn't entirely random. I'm pretty sure that there is an actual spawn point for that here. So, I mean, really, they manually put that spawn point here. And you're right, that doesn't make any sense at all that they would do that. I mean, you would think that the Brotherhood of Steel's Vertibird would have picked up on this distress beacon and
Yeah.
come by. It's really stupid.
I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery.
Jeez.
Brandon,
My guy's died.
hope you made it back to
Oh, wow.
Aslan in time.
It's a bummer for them.
There was nothing you could do for me. Get to the bunker up north. You'll survive.
Jeez, how big was this recon
That's
team?
all
There's
Not that big.
more explosions. What? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't take that long. It's it looks like it's a greater distance than it actually is. There's water there, you can't cross it.
Oh.
Or, well, yeah, you're gonna want to go around.
Great. The
If
future, and
you
we
really
can't
wanna-
defeat water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about it. It's like I mean, these
What the?
you don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there.
I'm not trying to go down there.
You're gonna yeah. Don't listen to Krogan. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, not generally. What the? There's got to be. Okay. What? What is no clip in here?
TCL.
TCL. Oh, toggle clipping. That's how they do. All right. Phew. God. All right. We're on our way. I mean, this, you know, to
Well,
me,
part of the
this
design is supposed to send you around the map, so you're supposed to encounter other things along the way that'll lead to encountering other things and whatnot. So, like, but that was much better done in New Vegas, I felt like, than in this.
Well, I feel like, okay, like some of the stuff that I'm encountering is just not very stimulating.
Interesting?
Yeah. Because it's like, the way I fight in this game, you know, this is not like Team Fortress 2, right? You're not rocket jumping around and doing difficult things. You're not... And they're also not presenting you a very
Well, I mean, to be
interesting
fair,
narrative.
Not every game can be TF2.
Right. And then I also said that they're also not presenting a very interesting or detailed narrative. You know, it's like, it'd be one thing if they gave me details and I was like, wow, now that's something to chew on, you know, and I had to think about it. And it'd be another thing if they gave me something where it's like complex and skillful, but I'm getting neither.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Hater says, Krogan says he hates this game, but he knows it inside out. Clearly played it day and night.
Yeah, I mean, I've made no... I mean, I've never hidden the fact that I used to mod the crap out of this game and was pretty involved with the Nexus modding community. I mean... modding this game was always much more fun than actually playing it.
Emu says he always felt Skyrim/Fallout was like a sandbox with bare bones narratives so that you could roleplay a lot. Yeah, I guess. But, I'd rather roleplay with friends, you know? Play some Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Well,
rather than this.
I get that, but, you know, I mean, there are good RPGs that really let you roleplay well, and I think that Bethesda games are mostly popular because of the modding scene attached to them.
Hello. How's it going? You're doing well? Well, that's good. Weird. That was... Oh. Okay. Some weird stuff going on here. That's Commonwealth justice. Isn't that like basically the exact same thing as they said in the Mojave? What did they say? What did they say in the Mojave?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Open this door.
Tater says Krogan made the Sex with the Death Claws mod. I was not aware that was even a mod.
Helen and Brandis. What are you doing?
Paladin Brandis.
Freeze. One more step and I'll blow your damn head off. Who are you? Who sent you? How did you get in here?
What do I look like? Brandis?
Are you Brandis?
What? Who are you? Where did you hear that name?
Why would I say Brandis again? Is this new dialogue or is this the same? What?
Choose it. Let's see.
You're Paladin Brandis?
I ask you a question.
I guess I do
Why
ask
are
him
you
again.
here? Why are you here?
Let's see if he can do it. Do it again. Do it again.
Paladin Brandis?
No. I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
What the hell?
Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
When was my last thing? That was forever ago.
Oh boy. Well, you should have quick saved.
Well, you told me to do this shit.
Oh, I thought you quick saved.
No.
Brotherhood.
The hell's that noise? Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah, I honestly thought you quick saved before you got into there, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't really make sense that would happen though. And they give you no indication that that's gonna happen.
Well,
Like,
it doesn't make any like the way I asked.
it doesn't make sense.
I think it sounded like I asked the same voice line 3 times in a row. Like it wasn't even different from my perspective. My reload was like 10 minutes ago, Tater, or whatever. Okay. I mean, we don't really need him, do we?
No, it doesn't affect all that much. Like, you can technically convince him to come back, and you can, like, encounter him on the Pridwin, but it's not, like... I don't think it's significant.
Oh. Oh, he didn't have a holotype. He just had the tag. So I go back home now?
Yeah. And you can fast travel.
God, I hate this Pip-Boy. To the Pridwin.
And beyond.
No autosave on room entry, because that wasn't even like a loading screen door. It was just a door. Nume says, the days where the NPCs reacted to what you were wearing. Yeah, like the previous game to this one.
Right, which is another thing. It's like, you would think you bust in with, like, Brotherhood of Steel power armor on, and he'd be like, oh, you're here to rescue me. It's like, no. And they also act like he's been gone for, like, years.
Yeah.
Like, not months or weeks.
It looks like he's got, like, the I've been unconscious for decades beard on.
Yeah, it's really silly.
Oh, Lancer, you'll never believe what
Anything
happened.
to report?
He was dead when I found him. Report? Question mark?
Okay, we're not...
All
wow.
dead.
No survivors. Even Brandis.
Even Brandis. He lost his mind? I'll just tell him.
Paladin Brandis survived, but he was out of his mind. I killed him. I had no choice.
After all that. Damn it.
Yep.
Very well. Is there anything else?
their memory?
How will the Brotherhood remember that?
Oh, that's
They
what it
faced
means.
their mission with courage. They fought with honor against overwhelming odds. They lived and died together as brothers. That is what it means to be a member of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, Joshua and Trovo says he was dead when I got there. Yeah, that's what I was initially thinking, but when it gave me the option to say he was crazy, I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll just tell him for real. Holotags.
You see how bad these dialogue indicators are, though? It's just like, you know, like just there,
Yeah,
like their memory. Like, how would we be able to discern
have
what that
anything
was
to
actually
say?
going to entail? It's
especially since we've actually analyzed the memory of a dead person in this game already. That's very confusing. Like, there's no reason for me to think that like, I was talking about eulogies or something.
What should I do with their tags?
I'll accept them. The Brotherhood will remember their sacrifice.
Holotapes?
Do you want their holotapes?
Thank you. I'll see that they make it to their next of kin.
That's all.
That's all.
I'll prepare a full report for the Elder. In the meantime, allow me to offer you a new suit of armor.
Oh, wow.
Bear it with distinction.
Jeez. What the heck? Oh, it's a new suit.
just a chest piece.
It's a little
Yeah.
thing that goes in your chest. Okay.
This
Enter.
was no easy mission, Knight. Well done.
What the?
Now, I have a more pressing matter that requires your attention. I've received reports that supplies have been disappearing from our supply depot at the airport. I
This is it.
suspect this may be an inside job.
Inside job.
An inside job. Do you have any suspects?
This is treason we're talking about. In a case like this, you are either sure or you are not. Until then, everyone is a suspect. I want you to take charge of this investigation.
Wow.
Report to Night Sergeant Gavel at the base. He commands our logistics division.
This
he can
makes no
familiarize you
sense.
with his unit and the depot. Beyond that, you have leave to conduct your investigation as you see fit. Report your findings directly to me.
Like, they are
Is that
just
clear?
promoting you like rapid, sky quick, like just super fast, which makes no sense because you're an outsider. And then they're gonna put you in charge of like finding out who's disposing of or stealing their supplies. It's just like, I mean, it's just very hard to swallow.
Is there anything else I should know?
Gavel will fill you in on the details. But from my perspective, the strangest thing is what was stolen. Rations. Only rations. I don't know what to make of it, but it is curious.
Do you have mice? Tater and D-Live says, did you hear about Razorfist's Twitter getting hacked? People thought it was his girlfriend. No, I don't know anything about that. Keep this secret?
Do I need to keep my investigation a secret?
It's too late for that. Rumors have already begun to spread. Sergeant Gavel and his team will be expecting you.
Oh,
That only makes your task more difficult.
yes it does.
Whoever is doing this will have had time to prepare.
Advice?
Any other advice, Captain?
Follow every lead. Look for anything suspicious, no matter how minor. But understand,
That's
treason
awesome
is
advice.
a serious charge. If someone in the Brotherhood is responsible for this, I need proof before I can act.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I expect results. See
I like
that
how
get
you can tell him too busy, and it's like, again, it's just like they really don't let you role play. I mean, it's just, if you're gonna role play, like, it's just a silly response option to have.
Well, they're not gonna treat it like it's real, ultimately.
I prefer laser
But
weapons
I did want you to play through this
It's a cleaner
because
shot.
there is, basically you're just gonna
Go
you
down
can
the
jump
airport?
down from here. No, you don't need to fast travel. You can just jump off
And
of
leaves
here.
that
Oh, I,
memorable
like,
ozone
jump?
smell behind.
Yeah, literally. Jump
Okay.
off. Whee!
All right. I'm here to conduct the investigation as I create the crater in the ground.
I should probably quick save a whole bunch during this. Just liberally quick save.
Let me guess. Captain Kells sent you?
I'm here to investigate the missing supplies.
The captain said you could brief me on the missing supplies.
Let's take this somewhere more private. Follow me.
All right.
We've converted this section of the terminal into our primary supply depot. Everything the Brotherhood needs to operate passes through here. Supplies from the Pridwin,
Quick
salvage from
note,
the field,
there are
handle it
giant
all.
gaping holes in the
Access
wall.
is
That might
strictly
have
limited to the
something to
logistics
do
detail.
with
We
supplies
track
going
every
missing.
crate,
Yeah.
every bullet,
Just
every
saying.
bolt that comes through that door.
Exactly. Could be mice. Oh, this is what you meant by more private? Oh my god.
Which is why I don't take kindly to these accusations. I know every soldier in this unit. The thought that anyone would question their loyalty makes me sick. If you've got questions, ask. Otherwise, stay out of our way.
I guess my first question is literally the words missing supplies.
Tell me about the missing supplies.
We're down over 20 crates, if you believe the scribes. All food. Dried meat, Instamash, mac and cheese. It doesn't make sense. I could see someone stealing weapons or tech, but our thief goes to all this trouble for a lifetime supply of cram.
Why wouldn't people steal food? It's like what you need to survive. I would expect people to steal that before anything else. Like,
Yeah.
that's just ridiculous.
Where should I begin my investigation?
You shouldn't. This is a waste of time. I've already spoken with my men. They haven't seen anything. Tegan's scribes just fouled up the books again. If you insist on questioning someone, go bother Lucia or Clark. I can spare them.
Oh. Logistics?
Tell me about the logistics division.
I've been in charge of this unit for almost 10 years now. We're a small group. We stick together. And we keep the Brotherhood running.
Oh, okay. Lucia and Clark?
Lucia and Clark.
Knight Lucia and Initiate Clark. They were just posted to this detail a few weeks ago. They're still learning their way around. But
They're still learning their way around, but the
if you
female
have
was
to badger
promoted
someone with your
before
questions,
the
it
male.
might as well be them.
Oh, yeah.
That's all for now, Sergeant.
Take my advice. Poke around a little. Then tell the captain to let it go. It's not worth
I
your
mean, she's a
time
knight,
or
and
mine.
he's still a friggin' initiate. That's amusing.
You're here
Well-
about
Here's
the
the
thefts,
initiate.
right? Look, I already told Sergeant Gavel everything I know.
You spoke with
You
Gavel?
already spoke with Gavel?
He questioned the entire unit. None of us saw anything. Look, I want to get to the bottom of this as much as anyone. What do you want to know?
What's the security?
What's the security situation?
Besides the holes in the walls.
We're in the middle of a hardened military base, under constant guard.
With holes in the
Nothing's
walls.
Giant
getting
holes in the wall.
or out of here without us knowing about it.
You really think the base is that secure?
I do. And even if something did make it into the supply depot, there are knights on duty in here at all times. We'd see something.
Tell me about the missing supplies.
I really don't know anything. I've heard the rumors, same as everyone else. That's all.
What rumors have you heard?
Well, they say raiders with stealth boys hit the terminal every night. That supplies disappear faster than we can bring them in. It's a lot of garbage. I usually work the night shift. Believe me, the only thing you risk dying of is boredom.
Okay. So someone might have a stealth boy. So your whole thing about people seeing things
Tell
doesn't
me about
matter.
the logistics
But
unit.
when there's holes in the
What,
fucking walls.
10 of us now? Something like that. Our division reports to Proctor Tegan, up on the Pridwin. Sergeant Gavel handles day-to-day operations. He's run logistics for years. Other than the sergeant, there's Lucia, me, the scribes, and a few other knights who aren't fit for field duty.
Lucia?
Lucia?
I'm sorry, Knight Lucia.
Ooh.
We were both assigned here a few weeks ago.
Mmm.
That's all, Initiate.
Knight?
Knight? What's this? Generator? That's Clark. Whose the hell is this?
That Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going
Hmm.
one-on-one with a
All right,
Deathclaw.
Lucia.
Copper wire.
Brown
Did you
woman
tell me
Lucia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we've met. Knight Lucia, logistics. What can I do for you, Knight?
Got time for
Do you
questions?
have time for some questions?
Oh, you must be here
I
about
love how you
missing
just
supplies.
jam your Gatling
I'm not
gun
sure I
into
can
their
be of much help,
crotch.
but,
Yeah, well,
What do you want to know?
that's where it belongs. I'm trying to keep the barrel warm.
What's the security like around here?
It's tight. At least 2 knights and a scribe on duty at all times. And we've got the entire base right here. We don't have much to worry about.
Is there any way to get past all that security?
Well, you'd have to be in logistics. We're the only ones authorized to bring supplies in or out. Then what? Well, there's no way you'd get a full crate of supplies off base. With all the patrols, someone would notice. But why steal anything in the first place? The Brotherhood provides everything we need. No one here has any
not
connection
be
to the
anyone
Common.
in the Brotherhood of
I don't
Steel.
know. None of this makes any sense.
Yeah, none of this does make any
Do
sense.
you know anything about the missing supplies?
Not really. I've heard it's mostly food and, vacuum tubes? No, sorry, they just lost those.
What?
You lost some vacuum tubes? How often are supplies lost around here?
Someone had just filed them in the wrong place, apparently. Clark found them the next day. The little things do happen, but it never amounts to much. The sergeant may complain, but Proctor Tegan and his scribes are very thorough. 1 or 2 crates, maybe, but not this many.
What's it like working in logistics?
It's not a bad post. Sergeant Gavel is tough, but I've learned a lot from working here. I guess some people take to it and some don't. Like Clark.
What?
What about Clark?
We joined the Brotherhood around the same time, about 2 years ago. We've always been friends. Well, until recently.
What happened?
Why? What happened?
I don't know, honestly. He's
Oh,
just
you didn't
been
quick save.
distant lately. I'm sorry.
Uh,
It's probably nothing.
Quick saved a long time ago. Did I need to?
Well, I mean, it'd be
Let me
nice
know
to
if
get
you
some of
need
those
anything else.
dialogue options there,
Now.
but I mean, it's not that big of a
Where was
deal.
I?
So I gotta go
All
speak to
right.
this guy now, huh?
Uh-huh.
So I'll quick
No
save
luck?
now.
I told you it was a waste of time. Listen, I questioned every soldier in this unit. I didn't find anything. You're not going to find anything.
Wow.
If you insist on going through with this, stop bothering my men and go look for some real evidence. Hell, you've got the captain's backing. You could search every damn berth on the Pridwin, and no one would raise a finger to stop you. Now, is there anything else you need from me?
That's
Yeah,
all.
you to drop your crappy attitude.
All right,
Heard you gave those muties
so
at Fort Strong something to think about.
I assume I just go
Okay.
for whatever that is? Or do I have to go outside for this damn
The
thing?
last person that disobeyed Captain Kells.
basically,
Or is it upstairs? Downstairs.
what does it say? Hold on, go to your Pip Boy.
Oh.
You don't want to go up there.
Search for evidence.
Yeah, basically what you're gonna want to have happen. Okay.
All right, then.
I don't know why the map marker is telling. I don't know why the waypoint's telling you to go up there. Basically, what you want to have happen. Oh no, you do. Go back up to the Pridwin. I remember this now.
There's
Up
no
to the
time to
Pridwin.
waste when there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to go back up to the Pridwin.
Oh, I guess I'll fast travel then.
Yeah.
Since I can't leap the same way I dropped. Wait, what? Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's just screwed up. Yeah, that's the right one. I mean, the way the game bugs out is often like in very repeatable ways. So that's why, like, when I tell you, like, I know that something doesn't bug out typically, like, I'm pretty sure of it. Like, you know, there are certain things that continually bug out, and there are some things that never bug out. So yeah, go up there.
Get out of my way, you little peon.
All right, so you're basically gonna go to their lockers, their foot lockers, and you're gonna search through their shit and find holotapes and whatnot.
Attention! This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Thank you.
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing.
Jeez, they're firing weapons behind me. From Lucia.
Holding together.
Trust me.
Lucia's personal key. I'll just start taking things.
Firing.
Knight Lucia's log.
All right, all right.
Does Lucia have... Oh, okay, it's Clark's. Oh, goodness.
Inventory.
From Lucia. Have you been in my locker? Clark, what's going on? After all we've been through, I can't believe you'd do something like this. Look, this is too much, even from you. Touch my things again and I'm reporting you to the captain. And then it's ripped. And then what? Now do I do something?
There was a log.
Knight Lucia's log.
Knight Lucia's log.
Welcome to Robco Industries. Year 1. Oh, no, year 2. She's not very old. Well. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Yep. Maybe a little bit of that. And then some of this.
Yep. There you go.
Boom. Well, let's read that one. This is getting out of hand. Clark has been late to his shifts 3 times this week. Each time I found him and made sure he didn't forget again. But I can't keep covering for him like this. I think Sergeant Gavel is starting to suspect something is wrong. When I got back last night, my footlocker was a mess. I think Clark has been going through my things. What's the matter with him? Why won't he talk to me? Okay. Well.
That's probably why you don't want to have an integrated military.
Sure.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I'll go down this hole.
In my power armor.
Yeah. That's easy.
So yeah, you're gonna go back down there, and you're basically gonna confront Lucia and Clark.
Tater says you should read the Doctor's Terminal. It has some funny stuff. Do you know about that, Krogan?
Actually, I don't know about that.
Oh.
We'll come back up to the Prydwen eventually, so.
When I get off duty, that's Salisbury's.
Jeez. Wonder if that's normal for the guards.
When she gets off duty, that Salisbury steak is hers.
Is that what she said? Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. You know, in this game, Salisbury steak was one of the first things we saw in our own house, and it was next to this, like, you know, last indefinitely mac and cheese stuff, whatever. Or it was also in your house at that. So it was like this fake food thing. But keep in mind, the original guy who invented Salisbury steak, you know, whatever his name was, Mr. Salisbury, because his last name was Salisbury. But, like, he was a big, like, carnivore kind of guy. Like, heavy meat diet, especially for obesity, is what he recommended. Like, almost all meat. So Salisbury steak was just it was a type of hamburger steak with natural gravy. Like, it's not a fake food at all. Not like Salisbury steak now we think of Tavia dinners, not just like sort of hamburger steak with natural gravy. You know what I mean?
Never get used to this filing system. Did you need something?
Yes. Confront Lucia. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I just get to choose that I confront her. All right.
You've been covering for Clark. Why?
What? What are you talking about?
I read your journal, Lucia. I want to know what's going on here.
You what? All right. Clark and I joined the Brotherhood around the same time. He's been my closest friend for years, but since the battle, I feel like I'm losing him.
All right.
The battle?
Battle for the airport. It was our first real combat mission. It was something to see. The Prydwen coming in under full vertebrate escort, guns blazing. We were one of the first teams to hit the ground. Dozens of ferals. We opened fire and cut them down.
It seems odd for her to be
tried to run. It was
facing away from me like this.
Yeah, they all do this a lot. It's a bug.
Oh, is it?
He hasn't been the same since.
Yeah.
I thought
just given up.
the nerds at Bethesda thought it looked good or something.
By himself, once or twice a day. I never thought much of it, but do you think you could follow him? See what he's doing? His shift should be over in a few minutes.
I mean, she could follow him. She could have followed him. I mean, like, I don't know why she never decided to follow him. She just needs a big knight in shining armor, I guess, to follow him. So basically, you want to stand back away from him. Quick save. You want to quick save a lot. Because you're probably going to fuck this up a bunch of times. Yeah, you want to stay at this distance or further. So he's gonna pause in here for a second and just let him
Find
keep
any
going.
Technical documents. You should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
I'm so sneaky.
Yeah, you're so sneaky. And then let him, yeah, let him. He'll eventually move around the corner, and don't go out there until he moves around the corner.
Milk vending machine. Wow.
Okay, just keep letting him go. Don't go. Don't just let him do his thing. All right, you can start
the
moving
quest
now.
marker really helps to see through walls.
Yeah. All right.
This
wait,
is
stop. Don't move.
I'm not moving. This is modern video gaming right here. Watching quest markers through walls.
All right. You can start moving, but don't be careful when you cross the wall. Eventually, once you see his marker disappear behind a door icon, you're good to go.
Well, I mean, it grayed out. Does that count for anything?
No. It just means he's far away. Yeah.
Looks like he's walking backwards, facing me. Okay. Well, he's really fucking far now.
Just sit tight. Eventually, if you look down at the map marker icon, you will see the icon go indicate that it is behind a door.
Oh.
And
okay.
Once that is the case, you can move on and not have to worry about it anymore.
Wow. This is sneaking and shadowing people in modern video games. I feel like this would be better in Oblivion. Jeez. Schmerling on DLive says, "This is the future liberals want." He says, "No man, no women, no men, only NPCs. This is the future liberals want." Well, this is a fun quest. Oh, it's behind a door.
There you go.
Wow. This is peak gaming. Oh god. I can fit through some of these bars, but not others, apparently. Boston Airport ruins. Schmerling says, action-packed gameplay. Yes, exactly. Can you feel it?
This is what we all paid $60 for, right?
My heart is pumping.
I mean, people love this game. People loved it.
Yeah.
They thought it was just brilliant.
Well, it's like they're starved for good content. Oh. Going down.
Gotta find the card.
Oh, I had to get an ID card. Oh. Okay, guess I can't get through that hole. But it's just like, you know.
Go up the steps.
I thought we came down the steps. Now what do I do when I'm up the steps?
Okay, behind the steps.
Oh. You think it's... What?
No, go back. Go back. There you go. Oh, wait, no. Turn around.
Oh, too late.
I
pressed E. It told me to press E. The game was all like E. I pressed it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this is the same door we came in from. That's pretty bad on my part. Well, I mean, your camera angle moves around a lot, so it's just like it's disorienting.
So it's my fault.
So yeah, go down. Well, I'm not saying it's your fault. It's just disorienting. Okay.
Am I going through here? Okay.
I don't think there's anything behind here. Yeah.
Dead person. Nuka-Cola.
All right.
So I guess I...
No. Turn right. Go down that hallway.
Oh. I didn't see this door.
There's a door. Yeah. Here we go.
Jeez. See how quickly it flung its arm? Woo!
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the ghouls in this game. I don't like the way they were. Like, I mean, that there, it's just like, it's stupid. Like, why would it crawl over that wall when it could just walk around it?
Well, you know, it's animalistic. It has a baseball. Wow. It just wanted to play baseball with me the whole time. It wanted to play catch. And I had
Tater
to
and Bitter
shoot it.
asks, who is your favorite follower in this game, Krogan? I don't like any of them.
Dog meat.
I stand by what I said. I don't like any of them.
You don't like dog meat?
Not really.
Oh,
I mean, I like his avatar or whatever. I mean, he's a cute,
Yeah.
cuddly dog or whatever, but
He's
I just don't like the way he operates.
That was pretty good. Okay. Oh.
Up that, yeah.
Gotta go through this thing. You would think that given how bad a shape this is in, it wouldn't be able to handle my power armor just walking on it, but you know.
You ruin everything.
More ghouls. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. See how it like leaped in the air like that?
Yeah, this has got weird collision physics.
Boom. Just like that. What are we in, a parking garage?
You are indeed in a parking garage. Full of ghouls.
I don't know why I wasn't able to target that other one. Oh. Oh. What? Whoa. This one's laying on the ground. It wants me to pat his belly.
That's what I was gonna say.
There you go, little guy. Legendary feral ghoul stalker. Things are exploding. I'm missing. Hey. Stop that. Whoa.
Yeah, I hate the legendary enemy system in this. Like, I just could never stand it. It was just so, like, immersion breaking. But then again, everything else in this game is immersion breaking. You have completely disoriented me. I don't know where you're at. Okay, yeah, you keep going this way.
I just keep going, spiraling down. I gotta find out where I parked my car 220 years ago. Vorpal on Twitch says he's guessing my audience isn't big on gaming. You mean because we talk about other things so often?
Because we talk shit? Because we talk shit on bad games?
I mean, I'd say a lot of the people who watch me on DLive, watch me on Trovo, are into video games, but we obviously have a lot of... Oh, Vorpal says audience numbers. Yeah, 2 viewers on Twitch. 20-something on DLive right now, and a few on Trovo.
Trollo.
But, oh god, it's legendary. Vorpal says, just check DLive. Are you on there right now? Yeah, I'm on DLive, Twitch, and Trovo simultaneously. So most of the viewers are on DLive, but I get to see all 3 chats. They're all combined. So if you put anything on any website, I'll see it. Jeez.
Oh, so that does work for restream at this point?
So, if you put something on any of the 3, I can read it, but I can't respond to... I can respond to DLive or Twitch via writing, but I can't respond to Trovo via writing. Vorpal on Twitch says he hasn't messed with Trovo yet. He has watched Blackpill though stream there. Yeah. I think a lot of people are over there now. So that's why I figured I might as well be over there. Jeez, there's a lot of things here. Okay. Do I go in the tube? Oh, what's this?
No, you don't want to go here.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go in there. Or you're gonna go down this way, rather.
Yeah, I did.
It might not have been good to kill all hostiles here. Don't hit that command again.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going down this way.
Clark
I think
hostile
we're
or
all
something?
right, but just don't hit it again.
Hello?
You don't. Yeah, it's just a bathroom.
Get out here, Clark. Oh, okay. Oh my god. The ghouls are never ending. Oh, see, this one's got a kickball. Why do they all have sports equipment?
Yeah, the other mechanic that I really hated about this game was that you could open up a pre-war safe or some other kind of locked device that was like pre-war, and there would be like makeshift post-apocalyptic pipe pistols and other objects inside. It just made no sense. It's like, you go to this bank vault, and there are like Wastelander pipe pistols inside of a bank vault.
Yeah. Tater says you could always add yourself to the Ghoul and Raider factions. Oh my god.
Oh, you could. That would require opening up the creation kit or whatever. So
how do I get down there?
You're turning around too quickly.
I want to get there.
Yeah, I know.
Should I clip?
Okay, turn around. No, turn around.
Maybe I got an ID card or somewhere here?
No.
No?
I don't think you do.
Okay. Alarm clock? I'll need that for later. Pack of cigarettes? So now what? There's got to be an ID right here, right? Because I needed an ID to use the elevator.
No, that's for when you leave.
Oh. Trash can? Basketball. God, there's sporting equipment everywhere. Or is... What's this? Which way did I come in? I came in this way.
Came in this way. You want to go down the steps right there.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see this side room. Hey, Tater, thanks for the lemon. Appreciate it. By the way, just so anyone's curious, I only have...
Give it a try.
I only have notifications for D-Live, so if you do anything with Trovo or Twitch, I won't. It won't be a notification.
Okay, so this is important. This is important, so we should listen to this. Like, once you get in there.
Okay, should I disable these, or do you want me to hit them?
No, you can just go in there. It's fine.
Okay.
Huh? Who's there?
Me. Your daddy.
What are you doing down here?
What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing?
Okay. What's going on here, Clark?
Someone was bound to catch me eventually. I can't keep this up forever.
All this food.
All this food? Have you been feeding these ferals?
Yes. It's been working, too.
Working?
What do you mean it's been working? Why are you doing this?
It's a long story. I had a friend who was a ghoul once. As human as you or me. But the Brotherhood says ghouls are abominations. They all deserve to die. Would you kill him too? Just because of who he is?
Was he a feral?
What difference does it make? Weren't they all human once?
No.
I joined the Brotherhood 2 years ago. In all that time, I never doubted our beliefs. Never questioned them. But during the battle for the airport, the ghouls, they just kept coming. I killed... I don't even know how many. They started running away. But we kept going. I killed them. I killed them all.
Yeah, they would have killed you.
Yeah, exactly. You had to.
Kid, you did what you had to do.
That's what Lucia said. But we could have stopped. We could have just driven them off. We didn't have to slaughter them. After the battle.
Well, you could have driven them off. They could have raided a town nearby and killed people.
I found this.
Yeah, well, it's like, would they reciprocate that?
What can
No.
I
Like,
do?
what if they overwhelmed you and you were all running? Would they be like, well, we can let them go. We can let them run
And they'd
away.
attack the base.
Yeah.
I thought, if I brought them food, maybe they'd just stay down here. There wouldn't have to be any more killing. Do you think I did the right thing?
No.
Of course not. You betrayed the Brotherhood. You put all of our lives at risk.
The Brotherhood is wrong. If we just kill everything we fear, are we really any better than the ghouls? What are you gonna do with them anyway?
That's interesting that he framed the Brotherhood's conflict with ghouls as an irrational fear on behalf of the Brotherhood. But so far we've killed feral ghouls and super mutants. People that would just murder humans anywhere here. Like,
you're on your way down into here. Like, they all relentlessly tried to murder you.
Yeah, I killed like 50 ghouls to get here.
It's silly.
Thanks for the lemon vorpal anvil. Emu says, if you feed your enemies, you win.
I mean, that's something that, like, pops up on, like, you know, the other day, I saw this guy talking about how Africa has this uncontrollable population growth and that eventually they're all going to come to the West, and that's a good thing, and yada, yada, yada. And like he said, they're going to contribute to the economy and all this other stuff. And I said, I remember saying to him, well, like, you know, the first world feeds Africa. And, and it's just like, well, eventually they're going to break down the first world. The first world will collapse. And then he's just like, well, that's when they'll all come. It was just like, dude, are you like, oh, I was going to say something bad on Twitch. It's just, these people are, I mean, there are people in real life that really think like this guy, more or less. It's just, they're silly. Anyway, we can continue.
They're monsters, Clark. They have to be destroyed.
No, I won't just stand by and let you kill them. Not again.
Okay.
Maybe quick save here.
Oh, can I do it in the middle of conversations?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we should reload this a couple times. And I'm kind of curious to see, I don't remember what he says for when you question him with really, because it's just like, I almost feel like we should
risk your life for them.
I already have.
Wow.
Where do you stand, Initiate? With these ferals, or with the Brotherhood?
I stand by myself, but I won't stand down.
Okay. So there's that one.
So, yeah.
Stand down, Initiate. That's an order.
Yes, Knight. And what about me?
You should turn yourself in.
What? No. You know the captain. I won't even get a fair hearing.
You've betrayed the Brotherhood of Steel. That's unforgivable.
Then do what you have to do.
Oh.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Thanks for the diamond. Appreciate it. Trust the
You're
Brotherhood.
a member of the Brotherhood, Clark. As hard as it may be, you have to trust it. Have faith in us.
The Brotherhood is my family. My life. And our beliefs are what holds us together. All right.
Jeez.
I trust you. I trust you to do the right thing. Even if it doesn't seem right to me. And what about me?
Well, I mean, why does he? It's just so dumb, man. I mean, like, he could have had that same sentiment beforehand with, like, all the other people. Like, I guess you're just super charismatic.
This is weird.
You've betrayed the Brotherhood.
Then do what you have.
Okay, so what do we want to do?
I don't think it really matters. I mean,
Tater says don't turn him in. Why?
Don't turn him in. Why? Yeah, let's give him a minute to respond to that. I mean, I say this guy is a liability. I mean, if this were me in real life, I would subdue him and turn him in.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
but you can't really do that.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if we could put him in a headlock in our power armor and just drag him up there and say, like, here's the guy. Tater says he's a moron, but the Brotherhood will execute him. Well, yeah, but he is a liability to... Yeah. Tater says he should be kicked out. Well, the main concern is, let's say he goes to another town, and then he starts stealing their food and giving it to ghouls, and he jeopardizes their community. I mean, this man is a risk to everybody trying to survive in this world.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the right thing to do is to drag him before a tribunal and have them deal out whatever punishment they see fit. And if that's execution in this case, then it's execution. If it's exile in this case, that would be. I mean, that's how the Brotherhood should operate. But I would agree with your the assessment you just made. I mean, I would be very confident the Brotherhood would not just turn him loose, knowing full well that he's going to endanger the next group of humans he encounters. More than likely, he would be executed.
Shrilling says, let him go free and them kill him anyway. Well, that's one option. Tater says, you can convince him of the error of his ways. Yeah, I mean, in the game mechanics, you can convince him in the error. So let's go like this.
You're a member of the Brotherhood, Clark.
So,
as hard as it may be,
let's listen to this.
Have faith in us.
The Brotherhood is my family. My life. And our beliefs are what holds us together. All right. And what about me?
Okay, so he says, you know, this community is this community is like a family, right? This community is what we need to rely on to survive, and our beliefs hold us together. So he should conform to those beliefs. But he believed that at one point when he signed up a couple years ago, and then he betrayed that. So if he goes to another community believing that they're a family, and then eventually betrays that, it's just one of those things where, as you're like, on some level, yeah, I believe in forgiveness and redemption, but on another more practical level, if you want to know what someone's going to do tomorrow, what did they do today? What did they do yesterday? If you know what they've been doing recently.
This ties back to what I was saying earlier. This is a huge risk. Like, it's possible that he could be redeemed, but do you want to take that risk? I mean, he literally is feeding a pack of feral ghouls underneath the base. Like, that is a huge, huge security risk. Like, I mean, even if you're 75% sure that he can be reformed, do you want to take that 25% risk that he could do this again, and then a 2% chance that they get out and kill everybody or whatever? Like, no.
Yeah, Emu says he's intrinsically susceptible. Yeah, he like what he just said, this sort of thing about we're a community, we're working together, we need to rely on each other, this kind of stuff. He believed that before, and he turned away from it before. So just the fact that he's repeating it now he's not on a brand new path now. He's on the same path he was on and betrayed before. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is a guy who was in a set of circumstances where these things were all trying to kill him, and he's in combat with other people. He has these deep I mean, I assume that if you've been serving in combat with somebody for 2 years and you've survived various encounters with a hostile enemy that's literally been trying to kill you mercilessly, you know, you're either... Most people aren't going to be susceptible to the kind of reaction that he had at this point. Like, I can understand if you just walk into an unarmed village of people and you kill everybody. Like, that's very different from surviving a hostile enemy that is literally trying to kill you. Like, most people don't feel guilty about that. Like, they would feel guilty about going into an unarmed village of civilians and just summarily executing them all. But that's not really this kind of situation, and like the kind of reaction he's having is just very, very abnormal.
Tater says, in a way, he was preventing ghouls from attacking the base. He just didn't want to wipe them out. Well, I mean, as you might know, when you feed something and you create a dependent population, I mean, if there was nothing for the ghouls here, they wouldn't be here.
These are irradiated mutants. Like, they don't feel anything. Like, these are monsters. Like, they're literal friggin' monsters. Like,
that kill people.
You know,
and he's giving them a reason to stay here by feeding them.
They're not sentient. Like, their brains have been rotted and all that. I mean, they don't have a good quality of life. I mean, these aren't like, this isn't like, wow. I mean, Jesus.
If there was wolves, right? If you were living in a cabin in the forest and there was wolves that were like ravenous and would kill your family, and I started feeding them right next to your house, it's not me protecting your family, right? There's a whole wasteland for those ghouls to live in, if that's the perspective you want to take. But feeding them here is not going to make it any better. Schmerling says, don't ghouls in Fallout not need to eat? I don't know. Emu says his heart being in the right place does not make up for severely jeopardizing the community. I agree with that.
You should turn yourself in.
I suppose so. The captain will never understand. But it's the honorable thing to do. You might respect that at least.
Yeah, they don't execute him. They stick him in the Cambridge City police station cell. That's what I remember. And you can talk to him after the fact.
You can use my key card. I'll be up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't leave him here. I mean, no, you have to, but it's like, you know,
grab him.
I would escort him out. Yeah.
Put him in a headlock and. What the heck?
Oh, and I would go in there and kill them all.
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll keep us safe. What the hell?
Yeah, they're just,
There's a fucking Fisto in here.
I think Fisto gets activated if Clark becomes hostile. I think he activates them.
Alright, a little bit more for you. Not you. A little bit for you. Alright. So this is how he got up to where he was. He walked through all these damn things. Hey. I hear noises. Alright.
Yeah, I just can't believe anybody in the chat pushed back against some of this. It's like, you know...
Yeah, well.
It's just, yeah, I'm not trying to alienate or single anybody out, but it's like, I mean, yeah,
What
you would have to,
What the hell's going on here? Jesus. I'm on fire!
I mean, think about it this way. Think about these things living under your children. Like...
Oops.
You know...
See, I gotta press escape out of this. I can't tab out. See how this is BS?
Sure.
What the hell is this thing?
Sure, I see it.
Unlock. Oh god. Does not work with caps? It's caps sensitive. What the?
Case sensitive.
Putrid glowing one.
Yeah, I love how people use this as a Fed meme.
Oh, that is good.
It's definitely hilarious when people use it. But yeah, they'll take snapshots of this and like post them underneath of people who Fed post or post something suspicious.
Oh my god, look at how much health it has. Imagine doing this without a frickin' minigun.
Well, the miniguns are severely underpowered in this game. I mean, you really want to get like a high-powered laser rifle or a 50 cal, or yeah. And you haven't been maxing out your levels. Like you could level up. All right, dude. Open your Pip-Boy real quick.
Alright.
Level up, push T. And there should be like a heavy weapons. I forget. I think it's under strength, maybe. Scroll down.
How do I can't. Scrolling just does this.
Okay. You should. Maybe S.
S doesn't do anything.
Okay. Or maybe left click, hold, and pull.
Oh, right click does it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So. Okay. To the left.
Left?
Yeah, see that silhouette on the left? 105. That you just hovered over. Not that. The one right above.
Heavy
that.
gunner.
You want to be able to if you're going to continually use the minigun, you're going to want to put a whole bunch of points into here, and then just start putting points into that silhouette I just told you about. So
I just click on strength? Yeah?
Yeah, put a point into strength.
Okay.
Put another one.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down. I don't remember how many slots it was.
5?
So,
As far as strength
yeah.
5.
I think so, yeah. Alright. Yeah, just upgrade that. Whole lot.
Okay.
Requirements,
level
more strength,
21.
I think. Or no, level 21. You have to get level 21, so. Alright, but it's 20% more effective.
That should be
now.
40% now, right? Because I got 2 points
yeah,
in there.
Yeah, I think it's Dax, yeah. There you go. See how quicker that was?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. Tater says, why is your luck so high? Because I'm a lucky guy, that's why. Oh, back to the room.
Back to the room. You can go up there now. I think he might say something like, why did you have to kill them all?
Well, because they were fucking monsters that would kill everyone you like.
I'll head up soon.
Let me quick save.
Go on. I'll head up soon.
No, he didn't say
Okay,
anything.
I guess he doesn't say anything.
Just said he'll head up soon. Like I'm supposed to trust that bullshit. Alright.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Apologies.
Yeah, you should be sorry. Can't believe you're going to the bathroom. Marlene says, kill him! Well, I'm gonna let the justice system do its thing. Could have just fed him to the ghouls. Alright. Data. No, map. Up to the ship. Alright, now tell the guy that our investigation has completed. It was an interesting investigation, that's for sure.
Oh man, if I'm late.
I definitely need to quick save more often, so that way I can see some more of these dialogue options. That being said, I don't feel like there's not like a ton I'm missing, you know? There's not that much happening in the dialogue here. Lancer.
I've just received word from Sergeant Gavel. Initiate Clark has made a full confession. I gather we have you to thank for it. Clark
Why,
has been
yes.
taken into custody, and I've dispatched a patrol team to secure the ruins. I don't think I could have asked for a better outcome.
Okay.
I have some caps for your service.
Oh.
Also, I'd like you to have a piece of armor from my personal collection. Wear it well, Knight.
Personal collection. Whoa. One of these things. See, this goes on your chest piece, and then it's got the little food tray, so you can put your chicken nuggies and your Sprite. You spread the ketchup in the center. That's what these are for, aren't they?
That's look under there. Those are like little chicken McNugget holders.
Yeah. I mean, look, see the food tray in the lower left? That's for his Happy Meal.
But there were like two little tubes underneath of the tray that I was thinking you could either put condiments.
Yeah, this one's mustard, this one's ketchup, a red and a yellow.
I never thought of that. That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, what else was this thing for?
All right, so you can
Food
continue
tray.
on with the main quest at this point. You don't got to talk to anybody else in here. Or we could. I mean, we're 12 minutes from 9 o'clock. So what we could do is the other side quest with Proctor Tegan up top, where you go and talk to the locals and strong arm them into supporting the Brotherhood of Steel with their crops. Because that doesn't take that long, and I feel like we're in, like I said, we're 12 minutes out. We don't really want to go to the Glowing Sea and start all of that.
Well, is it... I mean, where, do we have to travel to the Glowing Sea? Where is this?
Yeah.
Maybe we just travel.
All right. Oh, you have to be outside to travel.
Oh, God dang it. Okay, so, Sergeant Strike says, what are your general thoughts on Fallout 4 so far, Embargo? Well, so... my thoughts are, it's kind of like I understand the appeal of this game. I understand why some people like it. I understand that I might have liked it at one time as well, if I had played it back then. But to me, it's just sort of... It's very sort of light and airy. It's almost like popcorn, you know? I'm not getting, like, from the dialogue and the story, I'm not getting a lot of sort of details that make choices difficult. I'm not getting presented with many choices in general, at least not meaningful ones. Like, there's not anything intellectually super stimulating that's happening. And also, the gameplay just isn't super, you know, involved. You know, I can't air strafe or double jump and jump off walls. You know, I can't do any UT, Unreal Tournament or Quake-style movement. It's just pretty standard and not a lot happening.
I mean, the shooting... Okay, like, if you can have one or the other. You can have it be, like, very, very physically involved, like, have all this parkour, have all this great combat, or you can have, like, all these really good role-playing mechanics. But they don't really go with either. It's kind of mediocre in both regards. Like, it doesn't really flesh out a whole lot of role-playing elements, and... Oh, boy, we got 2 Deathclaws here.
They're gonna mate. Wow. Look at that. Oh. Now their health bars actually popped up. Oh. Up. Up. What is happening here? Hey. Get away from me. Oh, what? I thought you guys were fighting each other. What the hell is this bullshit?
I guess they're not atomized individuals after all.
Well.
Maybe they're racist.
Oh my god, he's so close. How am I missing? Oh. Alright. We're done with the bats after this.
Yeah, just hit tab. Hit tab.
What about this critical? Does that do anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hey, you. You're done. You? What the? Oh, man. Punched me. What a jerk. That just makes it take longer. Well, there you go. And he had a bottle cap. Wow. Oh, I forgot to read the doctor terminal.
We come back to the Pridwin several times.
Tater, you got to remind us the next time we go back to the Pridwin. Let's see here. Emu says the Fallout designers are crying into their faulty ladder designs so hard right now. You mean when we were dissing the game? Shrilling says, I've heard that the base building is the only good part of this game. I don't know anything about it. Left?
You're gonna want to go over. You're gonna want to go over the bridge because there's water there.
Oh, okay. I'm reading the chat. So this is the bridge.
Yeah.
Schmerling says, no rocket jumping, 0 out of 10, quote, embargo. There, yeah?
Just do the no clipping thing to get over this, because you're going to fall down into the water.
Okay. TCL?
Yeah.
Whoop.
All right, there you go.
Peter says, if you have infinite ammo, use a missile launcher. Well, I suppose I could. Schmerling says, just mod the minigun to shoot mini nukes. I might kill a lot of NPCs by accident.
Yeah, it would. I think we should just get a mod that increases Gatling gun damage, or we can make I can make you a special Gatling gun to equip that, you know, you shoot like 50 caliber rounds that do like 100 damage a pop or something.
Feral ghouls again. What is this? What's happening in here? What is this red light from the cigarette machine?
It's on the other side of the wall. Their lighting's real bad in this, and so far that it's like hit or miss. Some of the lighting shines through various measures. It, you know, there isn't a occlusion. Like some of the lights have occlusion, but some of them don't. Like I remember when I made my when I would make mods for world spaces or whatever, I mean, these drive me nuts. I would like position them in certain ways and just do whatever I could just to stop that from happening because it just drove me friggin' nuts. But
do you have any idea why some things occlude light and other things don't?
No, I don't know enough about the engine or the coding for that.
You know, when we played Team Fortress 2, there was that Whatville Christmas map that was super laggy.
Oh, well, yeah, some lights that can't, like, they have shadow casting lights and non-shadow casting lights in this, and they will strategically place one or the other based upon, you know, how many reasons. Like, you can't place a whole bunch of shadow casting lights in a particular cell. The reason why that level tanked FPS is because a lot of those lights were probably shadow casting.
No, it was because the frickin'... So normally structures, like if there's a structure here, you don't render stuff behind the structure in TF2, right?
You try not to do that in any game. Like, if
right.
you can't see,
so
if your line of sight
the reason that
blocked
map sucked is because a lot of the buildings weren't structures, they were props. And props, you render everything behind it. So you were basically rendering every frickin' polygon, even the ones you couldn't see in that
still,
map.
You
That's
could set
why.
up occlusion planes. I mean, like I'm not
right,
familiar with the source engine, but
and
you know,
in
a
the
lot
source
of engines,
engine, structures are what you would set up to occlude, and props don't. So that's why.
No, they actually, in a lot of engines, they actually have like what's called an occlusion plane. It's this thing you can't actually see that stops things from being rendered at certain angles that you can strategically place in places.
Yep.
I mean,
and
so
those
in
are
theory,
attached to the
you could have
structures,
all
but
those
weren't
things be
attached to the
objects
props.
and then set up a bunch of occlusion planes, and that would solve the problem. But maybe the source engine works completely differently. I don't know.
Oh my god, Deathclaw, come on. Deathclaw's always trying to make out with me. Get out of here. Silly Deathclaw. Oh no. Josh on Trovo says my Pip-Boy has a light. Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
But you're in power armor, so if you hold down tab...
What the heck is... Okay, hold down tab. Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my goodness.
Your helmet will have like a... Your helmet has like a tactical light on it.
Oh. Wow. How about that?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean, I do think that they conceptualized the power armor very well. I think all of that it turned out pretty great.
Sergeant Strike says he put over 30 days into one of his fellow characters on PlayStation 4 simply because he enjoyed the base building so much. Wow. I don't know anything about the base building in this game.
Yeah, the
Tartar
base building
says
definitely contributed to quite a lot of the popularity. I mean, King Gath, this one modder, who's very, very, very talented. Like, he created this whole set of extensions that amplify all the mechanics, add on all this other stuff. I mean, really, I'm not into the settlement stuff, but if you're into that kind of thing, I mean, this guy really is quite a talented developer. If Bethesda knew what was good for them, they would hire this guy. They would...
Maybe Valve should hire him. So that's what they're good at. You know, they take people who mod their games, but not even that.
I don't know what game they would hire him for. I mean, like...
They would make their own Fallout thing. They'd make some, like, whatever he does good, that's what they do. Like,
is this lagging for you, or is it just lagging for me?
I don't know. I mean, like, Ice Frog. Ice Frog was one of the maintainers of Dota, Defense of the Ancients, and that's, of course, a mod for, what's it called? For a RTS game called Warcraft 3. They hired him, and they were like, all right, that's the thing that you make? Help us make a competitor to that.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do that. You don't need to talk to... well, yeah, I guess you do. I forgot. Not him.
Approach Atom's holy ground. Why?
So this is like a retarded... Sorry. This is a... this is a... I don't... Oh, okay.
I brought the Red Scorpions with me.
You did.
Oh my god! There's rad scorpions on top of rad
You
scorpions.
probably could get away with killing all hostiles here.
What if I execute critical? Executing critical. Okay. Maybe a little bit of this. Whoa! What's happening? Jeez, these rad scorpions are crazy.
Yeah, I always hated that too. I hated the idea that there would be rad scorpions on the East Coast. It just always seemed silly.
And they're massive. Okay, I believe you were trying to tell me about your cult or whatever you got going on here?
What do you need of me, child?
Oh. Never mind.
Worry not, child. Atom will come for us all in time.
But yeah, here we are. We're in the glowing sea. CIA and FBI headquarters, as Tater's pointing out in chat. East Coast scorpions or runaway pet scorpions, says Tater. Oh. Okay. Well, I think that's about it for today. We're here. We came out here to investigate the, we need to talk to them about Virgil, who is one of an escaped scientist from the Institute. That's going to be our ticket in to saving our son. You got anything to say before we go, Krogan?
No, just hopefully everybody got why I was kind of concerned about the Brotherhood of Steel's storyline and how they show that the compulsion to be undiscriminating is indeed a progressive disease.
Oh, by the way, just for anyone who doesn't know, which I assume is maybe most of you, me and Krogan have been collaborating on a video. And it's looking pretty good. Or you say something?
I had some fun making it, and I'll be curious to see how your audience reacts to it.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will make it more of a regular thing.
Yeah,
going forward, because I need to really beef up a lot of my editing skills, and yeah, so hopefully that will help me get in more of a rhythm.
Yeah, well,
but, oh yeah, so sorry, apologies. Yeah, also guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed this stream, join me in Embargo tomorrow on my DLive channel, because we will be continuing our live stream playthrough series of Obsidian's The Outer Worlds, which is a pretty woke video game.
Yeah, definitely. But for any of you who have watched my video on my channel, Assimilation is a Joke, where in that video I sort of outlined the idea that assimilation as people normally think of it doesn't really happen. The video that me and Krogan will be releasing soon will be it's sort of like a successor to that video. I was originally going to call it like Assimilation is a Joke Part 2, but now I'm thinking it'll probably get its own name rather than just being Part 2 of that. But
I think it could have its own name.
Yeah, I think it'll get its own name, and I think it'll be the kind of video you'll be able to show to your family, and they might be able to take something away from it, and like really, you know, I don't know
Not
if you'll
have a knee-jerk reaction like, "Oh my God, you are Charlottesville marching squad" or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
they might not. They might be able to, you know. I don't know if it'll change anyone's worldview 180, but I think it might be the kind of thing, the kind of video that could help change people's minds about some of these issues. But yeah, thanks for everyone for showing up. Thanks for you on. I see you guys on Trovo. I see you guys on Twitch, and of course all of you on DLive. I see all of you. Appreciate you showing up. But yeah, definitely. If you're not busy, same time tomorrow on American Krogan's channel, we'll do The Outer Worlds. And other than that, have a good one. Peace.